This man was truly one of a kind. His loose skin sagged like an old burlap sack, yet he believed he was irresistibly handsome. His favorite pastime was riding the subway. With so many people packed inside, he could proudly show off his sack face to the crowd. At home, his closest companion was the mirror. It gave him confidence and let him admire what he thought was his good looks. Sometimes he even found himself faint with desire, mesmerized by his own reflection. His co-workers treated him like a celebrity, but sitting at his desk, he often wondered why everyone else looked so unattractive. One evening, colleagues invited him to a bar. When he saw the busy crowd, he puffed up and acted like a boss, giving orders and pointing fingers. Just as he lifted a glass to drink, someone deliberately bumped into him. The liquor spilled right into his sagging skin. Instead of apologizing, the stranger laughed out loud. "Look at this guy, nothing but a stinking sack." At that moment, the man felt all his dignity collapse. Enraged, he rushed to the restroom, patting away the alcohol with paper towels. Then he tied up his sagging skin before slumping onto the sofa to watch TV. But soon, the host on the screen caught his eye. A sly, unattractive man, and yet, beautiful women still adored him. Suddenly, a thought struck. Could it be that only the ugly ones deserve love? After a long hesitation, he gathered a pile of needles and thread and carried them into the bathroom. Without flinching, he grabbed a stapler and began fastening the loose skin of his face together. Then, with painful stitches, he sewed up the excess flesh around his cheeks and eyes. The agony was unbearable, but he endured it, believing it was the price to be loved. Not long after, he walked into a cafe, his face now marked with stitched lines and pierced holes. A young woman at the next table kept sneaking glances at him. He tugged the threads on his face, pulling them into a sweet smile. The girl blushed, quickly turning her head away. He shifted his gaze to another woman, but she too avoided his eyes. He smirked to himself, convinced these ordinary people were simply unworthy of admiring him.